The Adrian College Sports Network wants you to join us in thanking one of our sponsors, the Carlton Lodge of Adrian. The Carlton Lodge offers a comfortable and convenient lodging experience. Carlton has spacious rooms and suites, fit for a peaceful night's sleep. Their amenities include a hot tub and pool, a 24-hour fitness center, a business center, and much more. A huge thanks to Adrian College's Choice of Lodging for sponsoring Bulldog Athletics.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Dear College Sports.
Dear College Sports.
Dear College Sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel We can see it.
A return to normal and all the things we love about sports. We're filled with hope just thinking about it.
Fans in stadiums and arenas, the hugs, high fives, and dog piles, the championship moments, even the heartbreaking losses. They're coming.
While this pandemic is not over and continues to impact our lives, you've taught us to be resilient even in the face of adversity.
To control what we can control and put the greater good before ourselves, we've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength in each other, even when we were kept apart.
We found unity across campuses, conferences, and divisions.
We found out our voices carry weight.
Weight we'll continue to use for positive change.
If 2020 taught us anything, it's that nothing's guaranteed. We lost experiences and opportunities we may have taken for granted.
The bonding time with our second families, the taste of a hard-earned victory, the comeback stories.
Now, we're ready for the greatest comeback you've ever seen. To campuses, classrooms, and competition.
The moments together, face to face, hand in hand, arm in arm.
More celebrations in uniform and graduations in cap and gown.
You take us to places we never imagined. You hold us to a higher standard. You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a future full of promise.
We see a better world for you, for all of us, for college sports.
Hello students, this is President Docking coming to you again from the President's Office at Adrian College. Hey, I'm sending you this video with some great news. Despite all that's been happening with the pandemic, COVID-19, etc., we've been hard at work on campus, and the faculty have recently approved 8 new degree programs, which I think are super exciting, and I want you guys to know about these so you can start to think about them as you think about your future academic career here. So here they are. The first one is in public health. We have both a major and a minor now in public health. Can you think of a more relevant major than public health right now, given all that's going on? The second one is supply chain management. If you're following the news, supply chain management is really where it's at. There are thousands of jobs. I happened to look before I got in this video. Some of these jobs pay over $100,000 a year. Right out of college, public health pays very well as well. Great area to go into. The third new major that the faculty approved is human resources. And you know, every business, I mean, whether it's Adrian College or IBM or something in between, has a human resource office. Lots of jobs, great field to go into. The fourth is professional sales. Now, whatever your professional career, you have to know how to sell, whether you're selling yourself, whether you're selling goods, whether you're selling services, whether you're selling your character. Professional sales is a great thing to be trained in academically. The next one is esports management. Now, esports is just absolutely exploding across the country. And I know we have a lot of students that are athletes that would like to stay into sports. So we now have an esports minor degree. It's a minor right now, may turn into a major later, but it's a minor right now that you can get your degree in. And then we have 2 certificates that we're now offering in digital marketing, which is incredible. I mean, digital marketing, again, whatever you're going into, if you can do some digital marketing, your employers will love it. So these are high skill, high pay, high need areas with literally thousands of jobs coast to coast. So long and short is, once again, Adrian's on the cutting edge. We're at the forefront. We are leading the pack in innovation and ingenuity. And we just wanted you guys to know all that's going on. So there you go. It's all good news today. I hope that brightened your day. Thanks for tuning in.
sends it in front. Shot centered by him, Davis, he scores! And Adrian with a dream start in the finals of the MIAA tournament.
Right now. Whoa! The alley of the crowd into it. He fires. Oh my goodness! How in the world? That will do it. Sticks fly into the ceiling. The Bulldogs take to the ice. The Harris Cup to Adrian, Michigan, and the seniors. They've secured a championship here for the Adrian College Bulldogs.
I don't even know what we say about it. Like I'm kind of left speechless after that game.
Next on ice, representing the United States of America, Adrian College.
The Adrian College Sports Network wants you to join us in thanking one of our sponsors, the Carleton Lodge of Adrian. The Carleton Lodge offers a comfortable and convenient lodging experience. Carleton has spacious rooms and suites, fit for a peaceful night's sleep. Their amenities include a hot tub and pool, a 24-hour fitness center, a business center, and much more. A huge thanks to Adrian College's choice of lodging for sponsoring Bulldog Athletics.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Dear college sports,
Dear college sports,
Dear college sports,
there's light at the end of the tunnel. We can see it.
a return to normal and all the things we love about sports. We're filled with hope just thinking about it.
Fans in stadiums and arenas, the hugs, high fives, and dog piles, the championship moments, even the heartbreaking losses. They're coming.
while this pandemic is not over, it continues to impact our lives. You've taught us to be resilient even in the face of adversity.
To control what we can control and put the greater good before ourselves, we've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength in each other, even when we were kept apart.
We found unity across campuses, conferences, and divisions.
We found out our voices carry weight.
Weight will continue to use for positive change.
If 2020 taught us anything, it's that nothing's guaranteed. We lost experiences and opportunities we may have taken for granted.
The bonding time with our second families, the taste of a hard-earned victory, the comeback stories.
Now, we're ready for the greatest comeback you've ever seen. To campuses, classrooms, and competition.
Moments together, face to face, hand in hand, arm in arm.
More celebrations in uniform and graduations in cap and gown.
You take us to places we never imagined. You hold us to a higher standard. You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a future full of promise.
We see a better world for you, for all of us, for college sports.
Hello, students. This is President Docking coming to you again from the President's Office at Adrian College. Hey, I'm sending you this video with some great news. Despite all that's been happening with the pandemic, COVID-19, etc., we've been hard at work on campus, and the faculty have recently approved 8 new degree programs, which I think are super exciting, and I want you guys to know about these so you can start to think about them as you think about your future academic career here. So here they are. The first one is in public health. We have both a major and a minor now in public health. Can you think of a more relevant major than public health right now, given all that's going on? The second one is supply chain management. If you're following the news, supply chain management is really where it's at. There are thousands of jobs. I happened to look before I got in this video. Some of these jobs pay over $100,000 a year. Right out of college, public health pays very well as well. Great area to go into. The third new major that the faculty approved is human resources. And you know, every business, whether it's Adrian College or IBM or something in between, has a human resource office. Lots of jobs, great field to go into. The fourth is professional sales. Now, whatever your professional career, you have to know how to sell, whether you're selling yourself, whether you're selling goods, whether you're selling services, whether you're selling your character. Professional sales is a great thing to be trained in academically. The next one is esports management. Now, esports is just absolutely exploding across the country. And I know we have a lot of students that are athletes that would like to stay into sports. So we now have an esports minor degree. It's a minor right now, may turn into a major later, but it's a minor right now that you can get your degree in. And then we have 2 certificates that we're now offering in digital marketing, which is incredible. Digital marketing, again, whatever you're going into, if you can do some digital marketing, your employers will love it. So these are high skill, high pay, high need areas with literally thousands of jobs coast to coast. So long and short is, once again, Adrian's on the cutting edge. We're at the forefront. We are leading the pack in innovation and ingenuity. And we just wanted you guys to know all that's going on. So there you go. It's all good news today. I hope that brightened your day. Thanks for tuning in.
And welcome into the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center. Had to end our little pregame early as we're getting started with this one as match 2 between Trine and Adrian College. Trine taking the first matchup 3-0. My name is Jay Hanna on Adrian College Television. I am joined by AC Alumni and Development's own Jenny Carlson. She's on her broadcast debut, but she is the expert on the day, former head coach, former player. Now an administrative side of things, but heavily involved on campus. Jenny, Trine came out, dominated that final set, kind of sent a message to the Bulldogs. You got to think Adrian wants to get started off early here in this one against the Thunder team that just swept them.
Yeah, momentum's going to be key. Adrian could come back and start answering, maybe clicking a little bit better. Offensively, we talked at the end of the last match that, it was a little – Trine came out on top of them. They were clicking, they were scoring, and we just had too many errors on our end. So hopefully we'll see the same performance out of Chase on the Bulldogs side, and as well as Tedrick and number 7, what's the middle? Shane. Shane had a great game as well offensively too, so let's see some same out of them.
Yeah, I thought Shane Wenz was definitely one of the standouts. You mentioned Chase Hoyer. He was the player of the week for their league last week as a freshman. His first week of collegiate volleyball. You get named conference player of the week. It's pretty impressive. So we're underway here at the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center. The first serve is just a monster one from the lefty on the backside. Andrew Garvish, the freshman, the setter, 6'2", out of Illinois. Talking a little bit about, that Illinois kind of funnel here for men's volleyball. You mentioned that Chicago, Illinois as a whole, is a big men's volleyball state.
Yeah, you do see a lot of players coming out of that area. It's been a sport for them for a long time. So Andrew, being a freshman, I think has 4 years to do a lot of great things here. Yeah,
when you step in as a freshman, we mentioned there's several. I think there's 6 freshmen for the Bulldogs under head coach Casey Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick in his second year with the Bulldogs program, now getting his own recruits within the team. So right now the score is tied 1-1 as we got a good rally going between the two teams. Right there is Hoyer with his first kill of the match. We talked a lot about him last match about his athleticism, his height on his jumps. He's got a lot of potential there for Adrian.
He does. Last match he finished out with 11 kills, so he's at a good pace if he's already got a kill with the first 3 points.
So 2-1 Adrian College. That one he led himself a little far. He actually got called for a violation for stepping on the line in the first match, so something to keep an eye on. Right there, though, they get the point as the set is errant for Trine. And so Adrian College with a 3-1 lead early, and you can see from the bench that they're really motivated. These two teams jawing a lot of back and forth as well, as that one's too hard from Hoyer. But Trine, Adrian College, known rivals in pretty much every sport that we play. So this is one the Bulldogs want to get not only for league standing purposes, but maybe for bragging right purposes.
Yeah, Trine got their first win against the Bulldogs in the last match, so the Bulldogs need to step up here and make them known that it's not something that's going to happen all the time. Yeah,
and you say that, in the first broadcast, for new listeners, that was Trine's first win against the Bulldogs ever. The Trine has never beat Adrian College, and for the first time ever, they do it earlier here this afternoon. So now the score is tied 3-3. Trine swept that first matchup with a very convincing third set after a couple close sets in sets 1 and 2. As that one's going to be too strong, but I thought they got tipped, but it did not. So Trine got the point, 4-3. They lead here. And it seemed like the momentum shifts were frequent in that first matchup, but Trine really takes control of the mid to late portions of each set. And I think that comes, we talk a little bit about that senior leadership on the inside from, I believe, where is he at? There he is, Hunter Monday. Hunter Monday, he got that yellow card in that first set, but he seems to kind of keep that Trine Thunder team together. And, they really get good at the end of each set.
It is that passion, competitiveness line with him, right? He's frustrated with the calls, but yet, they're trying to win a game. And we have a switch on the Bulldogs side. We've changed our libero, and it looks like Kevin Curley is back to the outside. So we'll see if that also brings something to the table.
Yeah, moving into the libero side of things is Jacob Rembulat for Adrian College. He is back in there for the Bulldogs right now. But, yeah, we talked a little bit about Curley. He's that grad student, and he was second team All-League, or first team All-MCVL last year. Leads the team in digs going into today. So maybe getting him moving around a little bit more is going to be important for the Bulldogs.
I'm already impressed by the platform that our libero is showing right now. So
that platform, what do you mean by that?
So the arms, basically. Yeah. You pass on your platform, so it's just the more technical term.
Yeah, well, that's what you're here for, so to educate me, because the viewers probably are parents that have been through this a lot, and we talked a lot in that first broadcast about the sacrifice, the dedication that these kids are going, but what about the parents not able to come to these games? You know, they send their kids off, they trust them with the program, the coaches, and they're watching on ACTV right now, so just the parents, you got to give a shout out to them for not being able to, come to these matchups.
I don't think my mom missed a game, so I don't know how the parents are doing this right now.
Yeah, when I played basketball here, my parents were at every game, no matter, we'd be at Hope 4.5 hours away from my hometown, and all this stuff. So it's always cool to see as Adrian gets another point. So the score right now, 6-6, Adrian and Trine tied up. This is the first set of the second match. As we said earlier, Trine won the first matchup 3-0, which improved Trine's overall record to 3-0 on the year, while Adrian dropped to 2-2. Now 2-1 in the MCVL, Trine 3-0, obviously. So that one right there is Curley's first kill of the match, and so he is up, puts the Bulldogs up 7-6. And we'll see if the Bulldogs can string together a couple points. It's been pretty back and forth early here.
Great placement on that line shot from Curley. It was a little off speed, but he saw an opening and he put the ball where he needed to.
That serve's going to be out of bounds as the errant serve comes from number 15, Samuel Williams for Adrian College. And now checking in for Trine to serve this one away is number 4. That's Nate Unsicker. He's the freshman, another one from Illinois. As the Thunder serve is kind of light. It is received, and the set is set up perfectly for Curley. The ball is still in play as Trine brings it back in and gets it over the net in 3.
Capitalize on this, get everyone up in the air.
As that one goes into the net, Curley unable to get that one. Point goes to Trine, and it seemed like a lot of those in that first matchup went to Trine. The ones where it seemed like Adrian could capitalize on maybe not a mistake, but just an easier played ball from Thunder.
Right, and I think sometimes you get so excited. I know as a player that perfect sets up there and you're like, I'm going to crush this, and usually those were the ones that you ended up messing up anyways.
Yeah, you get in your own head kind of. As Wentz gets the point there, we talked a lot about Samuel Wentz and his man bun out on the floor, or Shane Wentz and his man bun out on the floor. He played really good in that first matchup, was actually hitting 1,000% until the third set.
Yeah, he finished hitting 500, which is really good for a middle, so it's still very helpful. Great hustle out of Chase on that ball, keeping it in play. Now everyone ready on defense.
And get the block there. Trine recovers, and the set. Now here's the opportunity for Adrian as the set is set up for Hoyer, and it's going to go into the net as that time he just got a little too far down on the ball.
Yeah, set kind of died, and he was already in full motion, so...
Yeah, we've seen that out of Chase a few times. While he's had a couple monster shots, it seems like his jumps or him and the setter just aren't on the same page on a few of those, and he gets in the air just a little bit too quick.
Yeah, and I mean, really think about, we have a freshman combo there, right? Setter and outside hitter. That's only going to get better with time.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the freshman that head coach Casey Fitzpatrick has brought in for this Adrian Bulldog team. You have number 5, Jacob Rembulat, who is wearing the libero. He's out of San Bernardino, California. He's 5'5", and then you have Jalen Adams, number 6. We haven't seen him much today, the outside hitter from Detroit, Michigan. He's played a little bit. Also, Andrew Garish, the freshman from Palos Hills, Illinois. He has pretty much been a serving specialist for the Bulldogs. Gavin Yonker wearing number 14. Samuel Williams wearing number 15. Brendan Gula wearing number 24. And then Chase Hoyer wearing 48. So a lot of freshmen out there. Also some juniors, very young team for the Bulldogs. Also very young team for Trine. So this could be a pretty good rivalry these next several years for these two teams.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, looking at Trine's roster, just as much as you're saying that, I mean, you're looking at a program that started in 2019, so they're in their fourth season. I mean, some of these are the original players, probably finishing or doing their senior year, and the juniors have been there, so there's a pattern started.
Yeah, exactly. When you build a program from scratch, that is the number one goal, is to just get something started. And they were 4-12 last year, but I tend to throw last season out the window because everything all these kids went through. However, you got to take into account they have an interim head coach he's the head coach right now for another season. So they're playing good volleyball. That first matchup against Baldwin Wallace, they played a doubleheader and swept them both sets, and then they sweep each. They have not lost a set this season, know. So they're trying to build on that, and we'll see where the season goes.
Which, when building a program, that is usually they're in their season where you should start to see that momentum change and shift in more wins.
Yeah, and Adrian College, on the other hand, technically finished in first place in the Midwest College Volleyball League last year. They only played 3 league games, but they finished 10-9 overall, and they lost the Player of the Year in the league in Noah Marcinkowski, and so they're trying to replace that with a lot of youth, a lot of athleticism, and it looked pretty good up until that first matchup with Trine today. 2-1 overall, undefeated in the conference.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and I think. I believe that Noah and Kevin usually were opposite of each other, so hopefully Kevin has been able to really explain and help with the leadership skills of getting our team up to the level that they need to.
Yeah, how about that combination between Kevin Curley and Noah? Both first-team All-League last year, Noah being the Player of the Year, and then Coach Fitzpatrick was the Coach of the Year. So Adrian, is kind of the target. They have the target on their backs, and obviously Trine knows that. And so that's why they've come out here. They're up 14-11 here this first set. Swept Adrian College the first match. So, a lot of promise from both of these two teams. But Adrian just trying to, put something together where there's just so many unforced errors these first 4 sets.
Yeah, in a little rut offensively right now. So this timeout's probably a really good one right now to just take a deep breath and figure out how to get the next point back.
Yeah, because, when you lose a match like you did in a sweep like that, you want to come out, and you're going to come out guns a-blazing there that first set. It's when the team weathers that storm and starts putting something else together, you got to be careful or you lose it pretty quick.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, Trine really hasn't produced a ton of points. They have 4 kills and no aces, so this is a lot of errors. We have 9 hitting errors for the Bulldogs, so that's a big difference in the game right now. Yeah,
you're exactly right. We've seen it with Hoyer too, like we said. Just that timing's just not quite there, and I don't know if that's on the setter or is that on the hitter. How often do you see that as a coach, where the communication or the chemistry is a little bit off, like it's been today?
They're young. This could be the building season, right? I mean, this could be the whole season of stuff clicking really well, but then also having games where they aren't clicking really well. So it's a growing year for this program.
Yeah, and so. You mentioned earlier you're not the biggest football person, but I'm going to make you give a prediction on air here between the Chiefs and the Patriots. We got Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes. That's the big event tonight. After this game, who are you taking?
Tom Brady. Go Blue.
Well, we won't comment on that aspect of things. I'm a Buckeye born and bred, but I'm picking Tom Brady as well tonight. We'll see how that goes. But we still got plenty of volleyball here in this matchup. As that one did not work out well for Adrian College's. That one Hoyer really got into, but a good block on the defensive side.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there. And men's game can be a little more dangerous than the women's. So on those, we have to fix that miscommunication there because someone could have really got hurt.
Yeah, when you got someone underneath, when you get up that high, it is very scary.
Mm-hmm.
That was always a fear of mine in basketball, in that paint. But that time, Hoyer gets up, gets it over the net, trying to make something happen, and they do, and now Trine up by 6 points early here, and their bench is starting to get fired up.
Yeah, the momentum was different when we started. Both sides were very loud. Adrian is not as loud right now, but again, they need a kill that they can get excited about, or an ace or something to give them the momentum to move forward.
17-11, Bulldogs trail. Another missed timing for the Bulldogs there. Now Trine with the set. Gets the ball back on the block. From the backside, great dig from the Bulldogs, and they still keep it alive, but Trine eventually gets the point, and a very powerful swing from Parker Beal, who played very well in that first matchup too.
Parker did play great in that first match, and he has a nice swing out of the back row there. I am also very impressed right now with Jacob in the libero jersey for the Bulldogs. He's keeping that setter pretty in system.
So right now, Adrian College trailing 18-11, just trying to get something going. But again, Trine takes the shot and returns it on the opposite side. Number 15, Dominic Sayans with the point. Now it's 19-11. This is starting to look a lot more like that third set did for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and again, that's the momentum, right? I mean, you get excited when you have a good block or a good kill or an ace, and that drives the momentum for the next point. So the Bulldogs need to find something right now to shift this and get number 12 on the board.
19-11 is the score. Back to serve is Trine's number 12, Eric Santiago Garcia. We mentioned he's from Puerto Rico. And Adrian College bounces back and gets the point.
Yeah, that ball got a little high on him, and Andrew was able to save it and take it over the net, and Trine was not ready for that dump.
So now back serving is Adrian College's number 11, Andrew Garmish. He had 93 assists in those first 3 matchups, and he's third on the team in digs as he serves very strong. Adrian, a little frustration on their side. It looks like they trail 20-12.
Yeah, that is the, I believe, third missed serve, and right now aggressive serving might be not the right choice.
Now Trine back to serve with an 8-point lead. They won the first 3 sets of today's contest. As a beautiful serve, but a nice job by the libero on the backside. Set up Hoyer nicely, and that'll be a kill for Chase Hoyer.
That's what he needs. So let's see what he does going back to the service line and see if he can produce a couple points here. Got to stay consistent because right now he can't be serving necessarily for aces because we need to not have as many errors right now.
So Hoyer back to serve. Good serve. Received nicely by Trine and a nice set.
Good dig.
Very
Great
good dig,
hustle.
but unable to capitalize there. Good job, like you said, by Garvis trying to get that dig, but unable to do anything with it. And that's been the story of the first set.
That's the difference too, right? You have rallies in women's volleyball, but in men's volleyball, it's an offensive and a blocking game. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to put balls away, and you're trying to block them. So the defensive part of it is not necessarily the focus of them.
Yeah, and when you're on kind of, not on rhythm right now, when you possibly lose 4 straight sets, how do you as a coach get through to your guys that, you beat these guys last year, you've beat them every time. How do you get back to try to get them rallied to win the next set?
It's not always the best thing to focus on the errors, but like we talked in the last match, we could easily find 5 to 10 points on errors that could be fixed on the Bulldogs side, which could make the games completely different. So I think you do have to really show the errors that were unforced and how you can clean that up. That is one way, and you just have to be positive. You're a young team.
Yep, a lot to build on with the coach of the year in their league last season, as that one's going to be a kill for Wenz. And so now Adrian putting a little bit together, a couple points in a row, trails 21-16 in this first set after Trine won the first match in the 2 competitors' history between the 2 squads, which, like you said, Trine started men's volleyball in 2019, so it's a relatively new rivalry. As the score is 21-16, here's the serve from Adrian. Very good serve as it's going to get over the net. Great job by Trine. Wenz tries to kill it, can't. Now the set on the outside for Curley, blocked, tip on the outside, and Trine gets the point there. Good try, but I mean, that's been it. I mean, Adrian with the perfect opportunity, but Trine's defense has been really strong today.
Yes, they have. I mean, they have answered back. That ball in the net could have easily died on the floor, and they got a good play out of the net and was able to take it over. So, although I'm sure that Shane wanted to crush that ball that came over the net, it didn't happen, and it kind of got Trine back in momentum.
22-16, Trine with the serve and the lead. Back serving for Trine, number 13, Alex Manelli. I think this is the first time that we've really seen him. He's a freshman out of Powell, Ohio, went to St. Charles High School. That serve is received. Good hustle on the outside by Adrian Stetter. Garish, but unable to get the point. Now it's 23-16, Trine 2 sets away from taking the fourth straight set of the day. So still serving back there is Manelli. That serve's going to be well long.
Yep.
Go out of bounds, 23-17. So are you at least excited about like the Super Bowl halftime show, like the weekend?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that and commercials.
Yeah,
that
you
and
can go with that.
commercials.
I'm all for the commercials too, though a lot of companies decided to not spend the money and donate to COVID research. I was reading. I think Budweiser was one of them. Which, you think of Super Bowl, you think of the Budweiser commercials.
Yeah.
As Trine gets the point there, 24-17. They're 1 point away now from the set win. They still are doing like Bud Light and stuff like that, but like the Budweiser, the horses, all that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of a cool little side aspect to it, is all the COVID research, the money being spent. And you think about athletes, you think about these students here getting tested 3 times a week, just how much money has been spent to try to keep these kids safe. As that's kind of the way that summed up the first set for Adrian College there, as the way that the ace goes to Trine. 25-17, Trine gets the win and the first set. We'll go ahead and take a timeout here before the second set. This is men's volleyball coverage on Adrian College TV.
Dear College Sports.
Dear College Sports.
Dear College Sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel. We can see it.
A return to normal and all the things we love about sports. We're filled with hope just thinking about it.
Fans in stadiums and arenas, the hugs, high fives, and dog piles, the championship moments, even the heartbreaking losses. They're coming.
While this pandemic is not over, it continues to impact our lives. You've taught us to be resilient even in the face of adversity.
To control what we can control and put the greater good before ourselves, we've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength in each other, even when we were kept apart.
We found unity across campuses, conferences, and divisions.
We found out our voices carry weight.
Weight we'll continue to use for positive change.
If 2020 taught us anything, it's that nothing's guaranteed. We lost experiences and opportunities we may have taken for granted.
The bonding time with our second families, the taste of a hard-earned victory, the comeback stories.
Now, we're ready for the greatest comeback you've ever seen. To campuses, classrooms, and competition.
The moments together, face to face, hand in hand, arm in arm.
More celebrations in uniform and graduations in cap and gown.
You take us to places we never imagined. You hold us to a higher standard. You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a future full of promise.
We see a better world for you, for all of us, for college sports.
Welcome back to Adrian College, the home of the Bulldogs. This is Adrian College Television. My name is Jay Hanna. I am the Director of Multimedia Production Services at Adrian College, otherwise known as, I guess, the Executive Producer of Adrian College TV, joined by Jenny Carlson. She is with the Adrian College Alumni and Development, so I work with her because I am an alum here. So what's your official title?
I am the Director of Alumni Relations.
Director of Alumni Relations. I am wearing an Adrian College alumni sweatshirt. Just to point that out. So right now, Trine up 1-0 over the Adrian College Bulldogs after sweeping Adrian College in the first matchup of these two teams. And like you were saying before, not a whole lot of offense for both teams there that first set.
Yeah, no, Trine has 9 kills, Adrian has 8. The difference is Trine is hitting 188, and the Bulldogs are hitting negative right now. So we're going to need to pull them back into the positive and see if we can build from there.
So we're going to get this started with Trine serving away to the Bulldogs. The first serve is kind of soft, received by the libero. Set up for Wenz, and I'd say that's about as perfect of a start as you can have.
That's a great start to the match. Let's see if he can do that all the time up at the net. That was a great kill.
And so 1-0 Adrian College with the lead and the serve. Wenz will serve it after getting the kill. Kind of goes on that side like that. Oh, really nice play there from the setter, as that was Hunter Monday with the thing I was just talking about earlier, the little toss over the side.
The back dump.
The back dump. I'm going to remember that. So Trine now tied up, gets the serve. Pretty strong serve, but a good set and
That's
a good kill.
Good swing.
Yeah, so back-to-back plays there for the Bulldog offense. Tidrick Gula with the kill. 2-1.
They seem much more offensively, I guess, excited. I don't know. So maybe coach kind of said, hey, there's nothing to lose at this point. It's time to go out there and start swinging hard.
Maybe a little more sharp, too. A little more put together there, as that serve worked out good. And another one there for Monday. That time didn't work. Good recovery. Good block by Trine.
Usually a setter will check and see if the defense is going to pick up the second time.
As that tip just falls in place. Nice little play there from Eric Santiago Garcia, and the point goes to Trine. 2-2 is the score in the second set. Trine swept Adrian College 3-0, their first matchup of the day. We got a doubleheader here. Trine now 3-0 on the year. Adrian College 2-2. As this one set up nicely on the outside, and that kill is going to go to Colby Miller, the senior out of Hudson, Ohio. And that got the crowd going for Adrian College. Or I should say the crowd, the team pumped up.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if we saw Colby in the first match.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was one of the first, if not the first action that we've seen of him today. This one's set up on the outside for Miller again. Nearly gets the kill there, but great play by the libero for Trine. 3-2 Bulldogs in this second set. Good block on the outside. Miller can't get that one, and Trine gets a point, ties it up.
Yeah, but you see a lot more movement going on right now, too. So we're seeing some good volleyball. Rallies are going. People are getting involved.
3-3. Back to serve for the Thunder. Number 7, Parker Beal. Great player for the Thunder as a freshman. Back at it again this season. As that one's set up, nearly a point for Trine. Set up by Monday. Good recovery by Rembulat. Miller gets the kill again. Point goes Bulldogs, and they're back on top, 4-3. So heading back to serve now for Adrian College is Tedrick Gula. Gula's a 6'1", I should say 6'2" junior. He was second team all MCVL last year, and he was third in kills heading into today's action. Him and his brother from San Gabriel, California.
Little miss there.
One place I wish I was right now. Nice and warm. It's probably close to 0 wind chill today, I would think, at the campus of Adrian College.
Pretty chilly.
And everyone watching from Angola probably feels exactly the same way.
Yeah, exactly.
4-4 is the score. As Wenz nearly gets the kill. Good recovery from Trine, and it's actually going to go out of bounds. And so point goes to the Bulldogs. And like you're saying, it seems like Adrian's got a little bit more oomph in their step this set.
They do, and I would definitely keep feeding Wenz and see, what else he can do and move the block around on the other side. Get him some open net so he can swing and put that ball to the ground like he's been doing.
5-4 Bulldogs. Here comes the serve. Right in the dead center.
Out of system.
Monday tries to get the set going, but Adrian now. Wenz can't quite hang in the air long enough to keep that in play as it goes out of bounds. Five. Now back to serve. Dominic Sands for Trine.
I think, again, this is the setter learning his hitters and the hitters learning the new setter. The more practice and the more games that they play, you're going to see the connection happen that much more.
So Curley gets a kill there. You know what I just realized? The Bulldogs changed uniforms in between.
They did.
Maybe they think that would give them a little spark. I don't know if we did a home and away type thing since this is a doubleheader, but Trine did not change uniforms. So
They did not. Sometimes I think that's just we're home and we can wash our jersey.
As Hoyer with another nice kill. Now the Bulldogs build a 2-point lead. I don't know if they led by more than 2 points the entire first set of this second match. Really, of the entire first match as well. 7-5 is the score. Curley hits a short serve. Trine leaves Adrian with a recovery there. Great shot from the setter, Garish, and now Adrian up 8-5, trying to build something here offensively.
Yes, it's great to see that, there is, he does have an arm as well. He is here to run the offense, but there are times out of system and to throw people off that he can take the second ball like that.
This time, Adrian College unable to get the point because they say it was tipped, so Trine bounces back. 8-6 they trail as they make a substitution. Now checking in for the Thunder, Eric Santiago Garcia. And he will serve. Adrian a little out of sorts substitute or position-wise. Here comes the serve from Santiago Garcia. A little long. Hoyer tries to make something happen, but that's going to go out, so he does get the kill.
Yeah, he used that how he needed to. Tight on the line, but still, it's a point.
Yeah, so 9-6 Bulldogs. Back to serve Garish. Getting a little message from Coach Casey Fitzpatrick, the Midwest College Volleyball League Coach of the Year in 2021? 2020?
2020.
Yeah, we're in 2021 now, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
The set, and now Hoyer couldn't make anything happen there. He tried to put it in the middle, just nothing really to do with it there.
Yeah, I mean, the libero did a great job coming up to get second ball, but both of them were in a tough shot anyway, so.
9-7 score. Serve on the way from Trine. Very good serve, but a good receive by Curley. Set up for Hoyer. Trine with a good opportunity offensively. And it's going to be just long on the spike coming from Dominic Sands. Point goes to the Bulldogs. So Adrian continues to keep that little 3-point lead, 10-7.
Yeah.
And Hoyer will serve this one back to the Thunder. See how high he gets it on this one.
Yeah, I'm imagining he'll be a little more aggressive, given what the points are at right now.
A little communication with the officials and the score sheet. I think we're ready to go now. Maybe. Nope, now we're getting a hold up from Coach. It's so awkward because it's so quiet.
I know. Normally there's at least noise or music or something, so looks like we might have something at the table off. We're checking that.
So again, this is Adrian College men's volleyball on Adrian College TV. You can check out all Adrian College TV broadcasts. Just go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube page. I think we're up to about close to 34,000 subscribers. So you get that notification when we go live. We already did a hockey broadcast, men's Division II ACHA earlier today. This is the final broadcast of this Sunday. I was looking ahead for anyone with Valentine's Day plans. No games next Sunday.
Wow.
So you can take, you can't really take your loved one anywhere. You can make a nice dinner. Don't have to worry about any Adrian College athletics. I appreciate all the people that tune in each and every game. Just an amazing amount of people watching these broadcasts. I'm blown away as I've just kind of started taking this over the last month, all the support that we get. So Adrian College back underway here as Hoyer serve in play. And the set, a little short. Good recovery by Adrian, but unable to do anything with it. That actually worked out really well for Trine.
It did. That worked out well.
10-8 is the score. Jenny Carlson is our color commentator. She is with AC Alumni and Development. She is the director. She is a former Siena Heights Saint volleyball coach.
Yes, coach.
I'm sorry, I wasn't
no,
quite
you're
finished.
Fine.
She is an Adrian College Bulldog graduate, Siena Heights coach, and she comes back to the Bulldogs, where she graduated in 2009.
Correct.
And so getting to watch where these two volleyball programs have come from. You were around, when Adrian College started their volleyball program in 2012, I think we said, their men's team. Starting from club. I was in school when that happened. I remember some of my friends were volleyball players, and now we have a competitive NCAA team with a lot of promise and a lot of youth.
Yeah, it was interesting seeing both programs. Again, men's volleyball in general, right? It's not a Michigan sport. Seeing the club level start at Siena and then Adrian to follow suit. So being a part of both programs in the coaching world, I was able to see both grow, and once they got to the varsity level, even the athlete has changed. The athlete is completely different now as it was back then with the volleyball teams, but it has been exciting to see it grow. I know in the NAIA where I was last coaching, the men's program just got to enough teams to play a national tournament. So, that stuff doesn't register with us because the main level sports have always had a national tournament.
Yeah, exactly. And so it just added motivation for these kids, I covered the NAIA National Championships in Sioux City, Iowa. That was a lot of fun. That would have been, 2016 or 17. So just cool to see the sport of volleyball continue to get a lot of love. I lived out in Nebraska for a while. The Nebraska girls are amazing at volleyball.
Cornhuskers.
Oh, yes. So getting to be around volleyball my whole life, my sister playing for Trine as well. You grow an appreciation for the sport, all the work that these kids put in, and especially in a year like this. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the scorers table, but a little bit of an issue with the score 11-10, Adrian College on top of the Trine Thunder.
I'm assuming that we were out of rotation. I'm thinking that somebody served out of position from what they're trying to look at right now. I'm completely guessing, though.
And so 11-10 is the score. Trine won the first set of this matchup, and they also swept Adrian College in the first contest that these two teams played. Trine coming from good old Angola, Indiana, about an hour drive down the road. Should make it home in time to watch the Super Bowl tonight. But they get their first matchup win over Adrian College in the program's history. So they got to think that they want to build on that.
Yeah, and a little more offense going on. Adrian is hitting in the positive now, but Trine is also hitting above 200. So got some work to do on the Bulldog side.
Still in discussion. It looks like we've got everything resolved now. And we're going to get a sub for Trine. Now checking in for the Thunder. Number 5, that's Kyle Dixon. Now serving for the Thunder, Parker Beal, the sophomore from Dublin, Ohio, right down by Columbus. Is that serve in play? Good recovery from Hoyer. Now Trine with the opportunity offensively. Not a whole lot doing with it. Adrian set up to Curley. Still in play for the Thunder. Monday just kind of hits it over the net. Just everyone's a little out of sync on this rally here.
Yeah, we're out of system, so it's kind of whoever can give the best ball over the net to try and score.
It has both teams. Both teams were just trying to keep it going and eventually try and get the point. Now they're all evened up. All that momentum Adrian College's built is kind of going out the window.
Yeah, this is hopefully where in the last several sets we've seen them decline. So hopefully they can figure out a couple ways to score now and stay ahead.
Ball still in play. Set up on the outside for Curley. Curley, great recovery from the libero for Trine. So he gets back into position.
Oh, talk about that. It looked like it would have been out, so it would have been a point for us.
So Trine set up, and a perfectly placed ball by Dan Bourne in the right corner back there. What did you say that was, spot 5?
That is spot 5.
How about that? So 12-11 Trine now out on top. And here comes the serve for the Thunder. They lead 1-0. That was a low set, but it was blocked, so they get kind of a break there. Now Trine with the opportunity. The set from Monday. The hit on the outside is blocked. Good block on the inside.
Great block from
Gula. As Gula can't get enough of it there. What a set on the backside there by Trine.
Oh.
And that's going to be a point going to the Thunder as Hoyer leaves it all on the floor there.
He does. He's doing a lot today. I give him that. I mean, he deserved his recognition last week for sure. 4 years, I can't wait to see what he looks like at the end.
Yeah, he's playing pretty well today. But the Bulldogs just can't seem to string it together as they trail right now 13-12 as Adrian College gets that last point. Now checking in for Adrian, Samuel Williams, the freshman from New Zealand, as he's checking in to serve. Bulldogs in their home black uniforms, Trine in their navy blue. Miss hit there for the Thunder. Now they got to really scramble to try to make something happen. And instead, Adrian gets a point. We're all knotted up at 13 apiece. 1-0. Trine out on top after sweeping Adrian College in the first match today. Williams will serve it away again. Serve is up and over the net.
Out of system, good.
It's going to hit the line on the outside, and so point goes to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he got, normally with a lefty, he would have a better chance than a right-handed hitter to be able to cut that shot back in, but the antenna definitely is a target.
Williams serve, nice and low. Trine recovers, hits it over the net. Still in play, good block by the Bulldogs. Hoyer hits it into the net, point Trine, 14-14. That was one he waited too long to hit.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure he also is putting a lot of pressure on himself.
Yeah.
You know?
14-14, as we've said several times. Chase Hoyer, the freshman from West Chicago, Illinois, was the Midwest College Volleyball League Player of the Week in his first week of collegiate action.
Great follow-up on the libero on that one.
That's what he's there for.
Exactly.
To save everybody's butt, pretty
exactly.
much. As Trine unable to get the point. Bulldogs lead now 15-14 as the libero is going to come off the floor. Wen's going to come in and serve, it looks like. Maybe not. Thought about it, but it's Curley heading in to serve. The grad student, first team All-League last season. That one was a powerful shot on the outside from Trine's Matt Stillman, but he couldn't keep it in play. Point goes to Adrian College. Now a 2-point lead in this set. And Trine's going to call a timeout now. 16-14 is the score. Adrian building just a little bit of momentum here. You know it when Trine uses that timeout like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, Trine really hasn't been the one to call too many timeouts during these sets. So I think he just kind of wants to have them take a breather, get back on the same page with each other, and work through that, basically.
So like we said, the score is 16-14. Adrian College has been kind of up and down this second set. They lost the first set by several points after having a pretty competitive first match there. Adrian, so far this season, defeated Wabash in a sweep in their conference play. Lost a non-conference opponent, North Park, in 5 sets. So every game they've played in so far outside of that first matchup was a sweep, and Trine swept their first opponent. So these guys, does conditioning come into play when you get into like that 5th set?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, even playing back-to-back matches is another thing when it comes to that. But I think what we're both seeing, and this is just my assumption, is that this is probably the first matchup that both teams have seen where it is more on the competitive side. If both teams are coming from all these sweeps, you would have to think that they probably kind of handled those teams pretty well. So I'm thinking this is probably one of their tougher matchups that they've seen so far this year.
we're back in play. 16-14, Bulldogs with the lead. Hoyer with the kill.
Good swing.
Yes, that one worked out pretty good as the ball bounced out of bounds. So Curley will continue serving for the Bulldogs following the Trine timeout. Bulldogs with a 3-point lead. They trail 1-0. Curley with a short serve. Monday with a set. And that one worked out pretty good as that one stayed in play. And so Trine trying to bounce back. Now gives the ball off to number 15, Dominic Sands for the serve.
Yeah, this would be a good one to answer right back on. Get into point 18.
And I'm not sure what happened there, but Adrian got called for some violation.
Looks like out of rotation possibly.
They disagree with the call, but point goes eventually to Trine. 17-16 as we're having a bit of a discussion now. Now it looks like we're back into position. And that seems to happen like once every match. Why does that happen, I guess?
People just don't necessarily know where they should be on the court. That's a very unforced error for them.
Yeah,
that's a very unforced error for them.
That's the things that as a coach have to frustrate you the most, I would think.
You know, with a young team, I remember when I first started as a graduate assistant, one of us, there was two of us at that time, actually had a chart, and we made sure that we were watching so that our players didn't get out of position. Which now I feel like we're here again for who's the next server.
Yes.
So I'm almost not sure if the ref was wrong on the last call or...
So it's 18-16 right now. Adrian with a lead late here in the second set. You know, they haven't won a set yet today. Or what are they doing differently so far?
I think there's not as many miscommunications right now. Again, offense seems a little slow on both sides compared to what we've seen in the last several sets, but I think that they're talking more, and I think they're keeping a level attitude, level thought process, mindset, whatever you want to use, and instead of the ups and downs like a roller coaster. So I think they're talking a lot more and like working through it with each other, which honestly, the team does have to work through that themselves. There's only so much that the coaching staff can do to help them get through that stuff. They're the 6 players on the court.
Well, I think that kind of comes too with Trine beating them for the first time ever. You know, Adrian probably came on in a high mood, you know, and, you know, you get put down on that second level like that. You know, it's maybe a wake-up call for them, and then you lose that first set as bad as they lost that first set. I think they're a little upset, and they're just trying to. I think they just need to feel like one win in a set, and things could change.
Yeah, and you absolutely. You have a chip on your shoulder when a team hasn't beat you yet. I remember when we played, I don't think Olivet ever beat us in our 4 years, right? So you walk in with an attitude already, and Trine then took the game. And I think Adrian wants to bounce back with an even more of a chip, like, okay, one and done. We're going to be back at it. And they started there, but they have to come back to that.
Still having a little mix-up on the floor. I think we're going to go ahead and take a little short 30-second break as they figure things out, because it seems like we might be here for a little bit. So, again, this is men's volleyball on Adrian College TV.
College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Yeah.
Looking to continue your athletic career while also pursuing your educational career? Adrian College houses dozens of varsity and club programs right here on campus, along with 77 undergraduate degrees and 47 majors. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
In its 2021 edition of America's Best Colleges, U.S. News & World Report has once again ranked Adrian College as a top regional college in the Midwest. The institution was named to the Best Regional Colleges Midwest section for the 7th consecutive year, and once again listed number 2 in the Most Innovative Schools category. In addition to these honors, Adrian College was also named to the Best Undergraduate Teaching and Best Value College lists. Adrian College has been established as a distinctive and innovative educational leader in the United States. The institution places priority on a culture of innovation and critical thinking. This is the 12th consecutive year Adrian College has been featured by U.S. News & World Report. You can see the full list of rankings and find more information on their website. For more information about Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
Welcome back to the Merillat Sport and Fitness Center. It seems like we are officially back. You were mentioning that we all are back in position now, and it's 18-16 Bulldogs. Well, we thought we were back and ready to go. It looks like we got another stoppage, but Shane Wenz has checked in to serve for Adrian College. You ever have moments like this, coaching, where it just gets a long pause like this?
Yeah, I mean, so many things can happen over that table. Handwriting could be wrong. At this point, we're already into the match this far, so the numbers shouldn't have been messed up. But sometimes, the ref could have called the out of position wrong on the last call, and then the Bulldogs adjusted, and then after they adjusted, when it was time to go to the next position, they were out because of that. They could have been in the wrong position. I think that we're done. Normally what I think he's doing is just trying to make sure that the book is now matching what has happened for the last couple of points, because now the score is 17-15.
Yeah, the score is 17-15. We talked a little bit about how Trine won the first 4 sets of today's action. What have you seen out of the Thunder? Adrian slept them 3-0 last year. We mentioned that Adrian's star MVP last season, Noah Marcinkowski, is no longer playing for the Bulldogs. But what do you think maybe Trine's doing differently this year? Do you think it's all recruits, or do you think that it's just a different attitude playing under another head coach that took over the program halfway through last year?
So if I'm looking quickly at who's on the floor, I'm going to assume this has to do a little bit with that they've already played together. So since most of them are probably in their second or third year playing together, that might be a really big key for them. A year or two ago, they probably were in the same boat that the Bulldogs look to be in right now, with having a young roster. When you can keep your team together and you don't have people leaving or transferring, and then you can just build from with your new recruits, it's a lot faster that the program comes together and is successful. So I'm really excited. I haven't seen last year I watched a couple games between Adrian and Sienna, I believe. If not, it's been 2 years. So this is a different team that I'm watching right now that I've seen in a while. So
now Trine's getting to serve. And Trine got a point, so it's 17-16. As they're still, I don't see any disagreeing from the coaches. So
yeah, what I would assume is that maybe the book wrote a number in wrong. Sometimes that'll happen, like if the handwriting of the coach is not legible and they think and they don't double check. That could have happened. It could have happened when a substitution happened, and then it just kind of got off. The score has been adjusted, so clearly they've went back and fixed whatever has happened. But this usually doesn't take this long.
Yeah, everyone's, no one wants to be here this long on a Sunday either.
Right.
When you got a lot of other stuff going on. We talked a little bit about the Super Bowl tonight. To the last break before back to the school week for these students. And I just, again, these students, all the sacrifices they've had to make to play and then do classes. Here at Adrian College, we're doing in-person classes. Not a whole lot of other universities are doing that. It's becoming a little bit more normal. You always talk about the new normal. I think the Adrian College students, the Trine students, just appreciate the fact that they're even able to be out here.
Yeah, no, I think this is maybe they're back to norm, right? I mean, we keep using these terms for the last, gosh, it's going to be a year soon. I can't believe we've been talking in our office. We actually just got back from an alumni trip in Florida the week that we went online and COVID hit the campus. So we were traveling up until that point of closing, and that's going to be a year in about a month.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I was at Disney World in March of last year. So right before everything hit, nothing is as it seems, and it's just too bad. But all right, this is still going. I think we're just going to go ahead and take another break. Bailey, I'm going to let you control it. But thanks for everyone for sticking through this. And it's 17-16, Trine out on top. This is men's volleyball coverage on Adrian College TV.
Dear college sports.
Dear college sports.
Dear college sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel. We can see it.
A return to normal and all the things we love about sports. We're filled with hope just thinking about it.
Fans in stadiums and arenas, the hugs, high fives, and dog piles, the championship moments, even the heartbreaking losses. They're coming.
While this pandemic is not over, it continues to impact our lives. You've taught us to be resilient even in the face of adversity.
To control what we can control and put the greater good before ourselves, we've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength in each other, even when we were kept apart.
We found unity across campuses, conferences, and divisions.
We found out our voices carry weight.
Weight we'll continue to use for positive change.
If 2020 taught us anything, it's that nothing's guaranteed. We lost experiences and opportunities we may have taken for granted.
The bonding time with our second families, the taste of a hard-earned victory, the comeback stories.
Now, we're ready for the greatest comeback you've ever seen. To campuses, classrooms, and competition.
The moments together, face-to-face, hand-in-hand, arm in arm.
More celebrations in uniform and graduations in cap and gown.
You take us to places we never imagined. You hold us to a higher standard. You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a future full of promise.
We see a better world for you, for all of us, for college sports.
And welcome back to the Marilot Sport and Fitness Center. We are back underway as Adrian College takes an 18-17 lead over the Trine Thunder. Make that a 19-17 lead as that kill is wide. And so Shane Wen serving for the Bulldogs. Had a little bit of a dance-off during the intermission as we were waiting for everything to get straightened out. I bet that was a 20-minute stoppage of play right there.
It felt like it.
Yeah. When you're trying to fill live, this isn't live TV, but it's close. You know, when you're trying to fill live air, eventually you just run out of stuff to talk about. So Chase Hoyer with the hit. That one's going to go out of bounds just a little long. Yep. So it's 19-18. This is when it comes down to crunch time because Trine wins set 2. It's not over for the Bulldogs, but it starts to look a little dim after losing the first set. 3 sets are done.
Yeah, and this would be big. I don't think the Bulldogs have hit point 20 first yet. I think that they've been coming from behind every time. So this would be a big point for them to get.
That one's set up nicely. Ball is tipped. Good hustle by Trine, but it's no good. And so Adrian gets a point 20-18. You mentioned that. They hit 20 and 5 points away from the first set win of the day.
That was well executed. I think the ball was a little low, but our middle still swung hard and I think got the result he wanted.
Now serving for Adrian, Andrew Garish, setter for the Bulldogs. The lefty puts it in play. Trine with the set, the hit. Back up to Curley. Garish with the set. Hoyer. And a great job in the middle there by Gula. And so 21-18 Bulldogs with the lead, 4 points away from the first set win.
That was a great point by Gula. Again, that's another stick a fork in it, right? That's another point that they can can use to their advantage, and you want to put that away. That should have the momentum on the Bulldog side of the court now.
Yeah, Trine has to use another timeout. 21-18 Bulldogs with the lead here in the second set. They lost the first set pretty big here in the second matchup. In the first matchup, they were swept 3-0, so this could be the first set win for the Bulldogs today. As we approach the end of this second set, just a reminder to follow us on all of our social media accounts, Adrian College TV, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, our YouTube's channel. Subscribe to them. Everybody is watching every broadcast. You know, we have over 100 people generally watching every single stream. When parents aren't allowed to come to these contests, it makes a big deal. So we already streamed D2 men's hockey today. Yesterday we had women's basketball. We had hockey. Now we got men's volleyball. Soon we'll have football. It's going to be a wild spring here with football, volleyball, I mean, pretty much every sport.
Yes. Yeah, the students are great. I mean, just what comes out of the students in the media house is great. They all deserve a big round of applause.
Everybody is loving covering all these sports, though. You can't beat a nice day at Adrian College. You know, Arrington Ice Arena here at the Mayor-a-Lot, soon to be out on the baseball and softball fields.
And the experience they're getting, right? I mean, this doesn't happen everywhere.
That's exactly right. So, Adrian College with the serve. It's Gowers.
This is an important point.
Yes, it is. As Trine immediately get right on cue there. A nice kill on the outside from Trine's Parker Beal, and he's been the go-to guy pretty much all day for the Thunder. And now they trail 21-19, and back to serve is Matt Stillman.
Right, but you can take that point because that was an earned one.
Yes. As Stillman's serve is low, Adrian trying to recover.
Good save. Oh, luck of the net. There you go.
Yes, Colby Miller gets a little bit lucky there as it hits the top of the net and falls over, and that puts Adrian 3 points away from the first set win.
Good time to have that luck.
Yes. Now serving is Chase Hoyer. His serve, pretty solid, but Trine with a good opportunity. That
Great
ball's
block.
blocked. Now Adrian 1 point away from even this one up at 1 set apiece.
The one thing is this view is hard. Was that a solo block or a block assist?
Yeah, it is. It is. And actually the score is 23-19. Bulldogs 2 points away. The serve from Hoyer in play.
Out of system. Let's see what they're going to do with it.
Adrian with a prime opportunity here. The set. The hit is going to be wide. Point goes to Trine. So the score now 23-20. And this one here is a big point as well.
It is. Because in your mentality, right, you get the ball back and it's set point now, right? You score here, you're point 24, and you're in control because it's your serve.
The set is blocked. Adrian College still in play. Set on the outside to Beal.
Good up. Finish.
They're trying here. The ball was tipped, and it's still in play there. Curley to Trine. Now the set on the outside to Beal. Point, Trine. That was a little one where everyone was kind of out of sorts, but Trine with the recovery.
Yep, I was going to say, I'm wondering if we're going to get a timeout here, and we are, so.
23-21, Bulldogs with the lead in the set that will never end as Trine trailing by 2, but they do have the serve here. Hunter Monday, their senior leader with the serve. Why don't you bring up a little bit of those stats here?
Yeah, I mean, so right now it's looking not very offensive. We have 20 kills out of Trine and 22 kills out of Adrian on the entire match. So Trine is out hitting the Bulldogs. 155. The Bulldogs are only hitting 38% right now, so we need a little increase there. But again, service errors, which is big in men's volleyball, right? Because it's a more aggressive style than women's, so you are going to expect more errors with them.
And as a whole, women just make less mistakes than men, right?
Obviously.
So
obviously.
23-21 is the score as the Trine Thunder coming out to serve this one away in the second set of the second match here at the Mayor-a-Lot. The final contest for Adrian College Athletics on campus today. Back to serve, Hunter Monday. Was awarded a yellow card in the last contest.
Yeah, it's a mix of competitiveness and passion.
Yep. Compassion.
There you go.
There you go. All right. Hit from Curley.
Oh.
is not a kill as Trine's recovered nicely. Now Adrian scrambling. The set on the outside for Curley. Nice little kind of side hit there.
So that is, that's a crossbody shot basically. So he was completely facing the opposite direction of where he hit. And that's a shot more than a set kill. So he's going to place the ball on that one.
So now Adrian with the serve into the net. Point goes to Trine, and this is a big couple points here. If the Thunder can get it even, you got to think the momentum might shift a little bit.
Yeah, this is, don't want to miss him serve on set point. So hopefully we'll be able to answer back with a kill.
Timeout, Adrian College again. So it's 24-22. Trine, Parker Beal back there to serve for the Trine Thunder. Parker Beal, the sophomore, 6'4", out of Noblesville, Indiana. And again, Trine trying to keep their perfect season alive, I guess. Haven't lost a set in their 3 contests so far, 3.5, I should say. You know, trying to catch up to first place Fontbonne, who is undefeated as well. I think they're 4-0 on the season in the conference. So some good volleyball being played. Yeah.
We'll see here if Coach will get his point. So we used to joke that if we called a timeout on a service and they have a service error, then this would be point Coach. So we'll see if Coach's little tactics will work here and create maybe a unforced error in the game point.
Kind of icing the server.
Yep.
And that server is Parker Beal, who was first team all MCVL. I think he was their lone first teamer, their lone all conference player from last season. As the sophomores serve in play, Adrian College trying to get the victory here. And it's going to be a nice recovery by Trine after a strong hit from Adrian College. The ball in play. And it looks like a double hit on Trine, and that'll do it for set number 2. So Adrian College evens it up at 1 apiece. So we'll be here for at least 2 more sets. Don't go anywhere. This is men's volleyball coverage on Adrian College TV.
In its 2021 edition of America's Best Colleges, U.S. News and World Report has once again ranked Adrian College as a top regional college in the Midwest. The institution was named to the Best Regional Colleges Midwest section for the 7th consecutive year, and once again listed number 2 in the Most Innovative Schools category. In addition to these honors, Adrian College was also named to the Best Undergraduate Teaching and Best Value College lists. Adrian College has been established as a distinctive and innovative educational leader in the United States. The institution places priority on a culture of innovation and critical thinking. This is the 12th consecutive year Adrian College has been featured by U.S. News and World Report. You can see the full list of rankings and find more information on their website. For more information about Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
Nobody's watching that.
Want to see the Adrian College Outdoor Performance Band in action? The band performed on Adrian College TV, and you can watch the stream again anytime, anywhere. Professional audio technician Christopher Momini beautifully captured the event, and you can listen to the entire performance now. Visit Adrian College TV on YouTube to listen to the concert.
On her, like, just annoying.
welcome back to the Marilot Sport and Fitness Center. We're going to have some fun with this one. We're going to set number 3 in the second matchup of Adrian College and the Trine Thunder here on Adrian College Television. Adrian College now 2-2 on the season, Trine 3-0. Adrian trying to bounce back after that sweep of the first set. They've already won one set today. It's the first set that Trine has lost this season so far. And so Adrian in their home blacks going against Trine in their navy blue uniforms. I'm Jay Hanna, joined by Jenny Carlson with AC Alumni and Development, as she is the expert in the room, former head coach, former player. And so far, Adrian College with a little bounce back victory there. They were in pretty much full control that entire set. What was the difference?
Well, this was the first set that they out-hit Trine. So Trine was hitting 122 and the Bulldogs were hitting 140. So that was good. I mean, the first set, the Bulldogs were negative, which is really hard to win a match or win a set when you're hitting in the negative. But I think they were connecting as well, too. So there was a lot of parts where I think the communication between the team, they were able to get through some rallies.
So now we're getting ready to go. We got to make sure everyone's in the right position. As last set, I think we spent about 20 minutes trying to figure out where everybody was at position-wise.
Yeah, hopefully they have this one figured out now so that we don't have that big delay again or an unwanted or an unforced point.
So Adrian will start off with the serve. Curley, the grad student, is going to serve it off to Trine. Ball in play. Trine, Monday, good recovery, and somehow he's going to get a point out of this. Well, the ball went over the net.
Well, sometimes it's ugly.
Yeah, I thought that was.
Sometimes it's ugly and things slip through. Because I would have called a couple different things on both sides of the net with that one.
Ball in play for Adrian. 1-0 they trail. Good dig in the backside by Curley. Set up on the outside for Hoyer. It's blocked and out of play. Kill for Hoyer. 2-0 Bulldogs.
Yeah, used that block very well. That was a great dig altogether.
Curley serve in play. Set up by Monday on the middle. Outside. Kill recovered there as Beal hits it across the net. Now Trine with an opportunity. Monday set. Great job by libero for Adrian College. Again, Trine to Beal. Still in play. Good rally between these two teams. The set by Monday. Tried to set it behind him.
Ooh.
And the shot block. We're still going here. 2-0 Bulldogs. That ball's going to be out of play. Point Adrian College. I think they deserve that one.
Yeah, that one block surprised me a little bit.
Serve from Curley, 3-0 Adrian College. That one's going to go out of bounds. Point goes to Trine. Seen a lot of the service errors today.
Yeah, an error on a very aggressive serve is acceptable, but other than that, got to clean it up.
Now the set for Hoyer. That was a really nice set, but Hoyer tried to really rip into that one. It's going to go out of bounds. Point Trine.
Yeah, he went hard at that one.
Serve coming from Beal. And get a point for Trine. Mix up on the subs on the rotation again.
Someone's got to be overlapping is what he's calling it on, so.
It was in the back row.
I didn't see what numbers he.
And that's going to be a point in the middle. That's Trine's number 5, Kyle Dixon with the kill, and all of a sudden Trine's back out on top, 4-3.
Yeah, they need to clean up 2 unforced points right there in a row, so Bulldogs need to bounce back.
That was just mixed up all around there. As the set goes over to the net, Trine can't recover. Point goes to Trine, or Adrian.
And that also happens too, because that was supposed to go to the right side and went over the net.
Set up by Monday on the backside for Beal. Beal's shot recovered by Wenz. Now the setup on the outside. That ball is going to be hit back. Good block on the left side by Trine. Point goes to the Thunder.
Yeah, they were ready for that.
Yeah, they've been really good defensively today. Trine has at the net.
Yeah, they're ahead with blocks as well for the group. I think last time I looked, the Bulldogs had 1 block on the set, and Trine, that would be number 5.
Unzicker with the serve. Trine blocks Hoyer. Another point for the Thunder. They're up 6-4. Now Adrian sets up nicely. Point goes to Gula and Adrian College, and we're back to 6-5 is the score.
Yeah, that was a great pass from Curley. It kept the group in system, and every time you're in system, you can usually set your middle, which is your number 1 goal.
6-5, Trine on top. They are tied 1-1. They swept Adrian the first matchup 3-0. Now just recovering. And it looks like
in the net.
Yeah, in the net. Point goes to Adrian. We're all tied up.
Sometimes with men's, it's not easy to tell when they are pressing over and great serve.
Yes. 7-6. Now Adrian back out on top. You start to feel that momentum shifting a little bit after Trine won that first match.
Yep. And I think the Bulldogs seem to bounce back easier too with little runs, so.
Good dig from Adrian. Colby hits it across the net. Now Trine with the set. Ball tipped. And that one, Curley was in position, but a good effort from Rembulat. Point's going to go across the net to Trine.
Yeah, just a little too high for him.
7-7's the score. Adrian Hoyer can't get enough on it. Now Trine back out on front. I think we're going to have a little back and forth game here down the stretch between the two teams.
Yeah, I think we see a pattern now.
I think everybody's tired and ready to go home is what it is.
It is. I mean, there is a lot that goes into playing 2 matches back to back.
Like I said, my knees just wouldn't be able to take it, I don't think. So 9-7 now, Trine with the lead. Set.
Good swing.
Yep, good hit by Colby Miller there. The senior from Hudson, Ohio gets the kill. Point to the Bulldogs. Now within 1 of Trine as Chase Hoyer will head back. Serve this one back over the net.
Yeah, and the setter did a really good job of getting the ball out to the other pin because they were out of system on that serve receive, and he was able to make it all the way out.
That one's a beautiful hit on the outside from Kyle Dixon. Point goes to the Thunder, 10-8 now. Like I said, we're tied 1-1. The first match was earlier this afternoon, started about 1 o'clock, 3-0. Trine won that one. But Adrian was competitive up until that third set. And then really after the first set of this matchup, we thought maybe it'd be another sweep. But Adrian bounced back and won the second set. Now competing well here in this third set, as that one's going to be in play. Yeah, point goes to the Bulldogs. Back there serving for Adrian is Tidrik Gula. We're number 17. Serve on the way is too strong. Point goes to Trine. A lot of service errors today, as now back to serve for Trine, number 18, Matt Stillman.
Yeah, I mean, and again, what's the answer coming back from that? So
Stillman every bit as much as 6'5" as a freshman. Now Trine trying to recover. They have a play. It is in play. Oh, and good recovery from Trine. That was Stillman.
That defense is picking up whatever they even want right now.
Yep. And that's going to be a point for Trine, and that's how you get fired up as a team.
It is. They picked up a lot of good balls over there. It wasn't pretty, but they did, and then they were able to score. So
yeah, that point was all Stillman. I mean, he served it. He made the couple of digs in the back row there, and eventually they get the point. So it's 12-9 Trine. And then he gets a little fired up and hits it long.
Yeah, might have been a little tired after that.
So he checks off the floor after that one. Now we get a sub checking in for Adrian, Samuel Williams. 12-10, Trine out on front in the third set. Serve on the way, in play.
Going to be out of system.
Now Adrian with a perfect opportunity. The hit's going to go into the net from Wenz. Point to Trine.
And as you heard the bench yelling, use it, that's exactly what it is. When you get a ball out of system from the other side of the net, you want to stay in system and really attack.
13-10, Trine with the lead and the serve. Monday's serve is long. It definitely seems like they're tired out there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a different energy on both, honestly, on both sides.
And with the broadcasters.
Yeah, yawning.
13-11 is the score. Back to serve, the graduate student, Kevin Curley. Monday set very nicely, but a good block from Adrian. Now Trine with something. And that's going to be a kill from Wenz, who's pretty much been the most consistent player. Hoyer's been very good as well today for the Bulldogs.
Wentz does a great job of being available. I think that's one thing that you see out of him is he is talking to his setter, he is up in the air, and he's able to adjust.
That one was a little bit of a mix hit on the outside from Beal, but Beal gets the point on the cross-court hit. And now checking in, back in for Adrian College, or for Trine, I should say, is Kyle Dixon. Beal will get the serve after getting the kill. Pretty good serve. Set up nicely by Adrian, though. And a nice play in the back row by Beal.
They are getting a lot of balls up. I mean, they're scrappy.
Sometimes just a fingertip, too.
Right.
Those little dive plays. Now it's 14-13. Serve on the way. Set up.
Saved by the setter.
Yeah, it was perfectly placed.
Great movement by Hunter Monday on that.
And the kill goes to Dan Boren, the junior. Just checked back off the floor. 15-13, Trine on the lead. There's the set on the outside for Hoyer. Ball tipped. Trine trying to set something up on the outside for Beal. Now Adrian. Now everyone's kind of out of position.
Yep.
Good block from Trine. That time they're not going to get it as a beautiful shot from Garwish, the setter, with the kill.
That's his second one. You know, you can't do it a lot, right? Because you have to be kind of sneaky. He's doing it at the right point. He's getting points when he needs to get them.
It's also not easy being a setter when you have a thumb that looks like it's all taped up.
And I tell you what, the swing he just did, coaches tried to teach me how to do that as a right side, and that takes coordination. It is a lefty move, not a right-handed person.
Here's the set from Monday. Good dig in the back row by
great
Curley.
hustle again.
Yeah, Chase Hoyer's all over the floor. And he's getting frustrated, but he's playing really well.
He is. I mean, I like the attitude. I like the work ethic in that kid. I'm excited to see what happens for him.
Serve on the way for Trine as they lead by 2 points in this third set. That one's not enough on the outside there from Dixon. Point goes to Adrian. We've been back and forth. Seems like they're just splitting points now.
And that is a lot of how the men's game work. It's basically back and forth. I score, you score, back. Who's going to hit the ball harder?
Yeah.
Who's going to block the ball?
That one's going to go out of play. Now we're back all square at 16. Back to serves, Hoyer. Serve on the way. Set up. And that's going to go out of play. Point goes to Trine, 17-16. Seems like the plays at the net, the big difference has been Trine's been able to get their blocks in play.
Yeah, I'm still staring at that. I don't know if his arm swing slowed down and the block slowed down to press over, but it wasn't a hard-driven ball, so it's kind of surprised me that it had that much trajectory off of it.
Ball back in play with Trine having a 1-point lead. Good dig in the back row for the Thunder. Set up on the outside. They're going to say did not stay in play. Point to Adrian, back all square.
Back at 17s now, so let's see who can get to 20 first.
Yeah, it seems like that's who's winning the set. 17-17. Serve in the back row coming from Gula. As that one goes into the net, point goes to Adrian College, or Trine. Back to serve now is Matt Stillman again. Just check back in for the Thunder.
Definitely want to answer here.
And that's going to be just a little long. Kind of bounced off like, yeah, I think that counts as 4 hits.
I was going to say, I think we're going to get called 4 here.
Because any part of the body counts as a hit, right?
Correct.
I think that hit 2 different Bulldog heads.
Yes, I believe it did. And sometimes it goes so fast, you miss it.
Yeah. Ball coming over the net.
Great pass
19-17.
again.
And another block. Great recovery from the libero. Beal just decided to end that one, though.
He did.
That makes it 20-17. Trine.
Maybe a timeout. Oh, yep.
Good call as Adrian College goes ahead and takes the timeout. I think we're going to go ahead and take a 30-second timeout as well this time as we're going to catch our breath. 20-17, Adrian trailing Trine. This is our coverage of men's volleyball.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Welcome back to Adrian College for the coverage of today's men's volleyball contest between Trine and Adrian College. The Bulldogs trail this set 20-18 after that serve went into the net. And so heading back to serve now will be Samuel Williams.
Always want to make that serve coming out of a timeout.
Serve in play. Set up on the outside for Beal, and another strong hit from Beal makes the score another 3-point game again.
Yeah, Beal's here to finish. He's ready.
Yeah.
You know, you just see that turn at some point where, okay, time to just start making kills happen.
There's the hit on the outside.
Swing.
And Curley gets the kill for the Bulldogs.
Great kill for Curley.
Adrian trying to bounce back and win the second matchup after losing the first match between these two today, 3-0.
Nice back row out of system.
Nice little tip play. Great job by Rembulat.
He's done a great job picking up that small stuff right behind the net.
And there's the hit from Trine. And
great ball.
Right on cue. Back row hit from Curley coming. Nearly gets the point. Good recovery, and it does get the point, and so Adrian now within a point.
Out of system and didn't give up, just bettered the ball, and that's what I mean, if you can better the ball each touch, then.
There's the hit. Set up nicely. Okay, again, Rembulat with the play with the libero for Adrian. Beal now gets nearly gets a kill.
Great hustle again.
Yeah, Adrian really doesn't want to lose this point here. And
out.
That one's going to go out of bounds.
Be out. Tied up at 21.
Yeah, 21-21 here in the third set. Could possibly be going through a 5-set thriller in the second one. Now the set for Monday. Nice little tip shot.
He got it up.
Oh, and they just about get the point there, but getting the kill on the outside is Parker Beal. He continues to rack them up for the Trine Thunder.
He is having a really good game, actually. He was not even the lead kill leader in the first set, although he was right there. He was not the lead killer.
The lead killer.
I know, it sounds lead killer.
So Trine gets another point there. They're 2 points away from taking this third set. Looks like Adrian's going to go ahead and take a timeout. We'll keep things right here. Just a friendly reminder, this is Adrian College Television. You can watch every live game on campus on YouTube. I know it's disappointing you can't be at the contest, but we are bringing you as high-quality broadcasts as we can. Normally, a couple multiple camera angles, instant replay, all of that stuff. It's a lot of fun to do, and I'm just very thankful to be a part of it. So the score 23-21, Trine trying to take control here, and you just feel like if Trine can come away with this one, it's going to be tough for Adrian College to make that comeback those final 2 sets.
Yeah, I mean, Beal and Stillman are leading the way for Trine this match with 9 kills and 8 kills, whereas Dixon and Sines were actually who led the last set. So the Bulldogs have Curly, Wines, Gula, and Chase are all hitting with 6 kills. So evenly distributed offense for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, so again, this could be going to a final deciding set depending on who wins this one. We're tied at 1 set apiece. The best of 5. Trine won the first one, 3-0. Serve on the way for Beal. As Hoyer not able to do much with it. Now the set on the outside. Point nearly to Adrian. Great hustle there from Rembulat. Trine now trying to capitalize. But again, good defense from the Bulldogs. Ball still in play.
Gonna get a free ball.
Now the set coming for the Bulldogs. On the outside for Hoyer. Nearly hits it too far.
Yes, thank you for Trine for touching that.
Yes, the ball is just kind of flying all over now.
Now we need to get reset, so.
Set for Monday, up, and that's going to be out. Very close on the outside there. Point going to Adrian. We're back within 1.
Another great rally. I mean, that was very out of system on both sides, and actually it was whichever player was going to get in system first.
And so the score 23-22. Adrian College trailing, but they do have the serve as Wenz checks back into the basketball game. And that's going to be a point for Trine. That one goes to Dixon, and now they are 1 point away, 24-22. Substitution coming in here for the serve, and that's Trine's Nate Unsicker.
Try to get a good pass for the Bulldogs, have them in system.
Here is the set on the inside for the Bulldogs. Good block by Trine. Another opportunity.
Great coverage by our libero as well.
Set on the outside for Dixon. Still in play. Good job by Adrian. Set up nicely by Trine. Ball still in play. Good effort by both teams.
So many second chances because of the libero just going hard over there.
Yes, Rembulat has done a great job this matchup as libero. And now we're going to get point Trine as a double hit against Adrian College. And so that'll end this third set 25-22. Trine one set away from sweeping the Bulldogs. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. This is our coverage of men's volleyball on
Dear College Sports.
Dear College Sports.
Dear College Sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel. We can see it.
A return to normal and all the things we love about sports. We're filled with hope just thinking about it.
Fans in stadiums and arenas, the hugs, high fives, and dog piles, the championship moments, even the heartbreaking losses. They're coming.
While this pandemic is not over, it continues to impact our lives. You've taught us to be resilient even in the face of adversity.
To control what we can control and put the greater good before ourselves, we've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength in each other, even when we were kept apart.
We found unity across campuses, conferences, and divisions.
We found out our voices carry weight.
Weight we'll continue to use for positive change.
If 2020 taught us anything, it's that nothing's guaranteed. We lost experiences and opportunities we may have taken for granted.
The bonding time with our second families, the taste of a hard-earned victory, the comeback stories.
Now, we're ready for the greatest comeback you've ever seen. To campuses, classrooms, and competition.
The moments together, face to face, hand in hand, arm in arm.
More celebrations in uniform and graduations in cap and gown.
You take us to places we never imagined. You hold us to a higher standard. You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a future full of promise.
We see a better world for you, for all of us, for college sports.
See ya.
In its 2021 edition of America's Best Colleges, U.S. News and World Report has once again ranked Adrian College as a top regional college in the Midwest. The institution was named to the Best Regional Colleges Midwest section for the 7th consecutive year, and once again listed number 2 in the Most Innovative Schools category. In addition to these honors, Adrian College was also named to the Best Undergraduate Teaching and Best Value College lists. Adrian College has been established as a distinctive and innovative educational leader in the United States. The institution places priority on a culture of innovation and critical thinking. This is the 12th consecutive year Adrian College has been featured by U.S. News and World Report. You can see the full list of rankings and find more information on their website. For more information about Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
Welcome back to the Marilot Sport and Fitness Center for this coverage of Adrian College men's volleyball. They're taking on the Trine Thunder right now. Trine 2-1, they lead the Bulldogs here in the second match of the day after Trine won the first matchup 3-0. Trine still has yet to lose a contest this year, 3-0. Adrian College now 2-2 and 2-1 in the conference. And so we're getting ready to go here in this fourth set. You have the stats pulled up, Jenny?
I do. I have some of them. So the offense was the difference, right? Trine came out and was hitting over 100%, and the Bulldogs were only at under 100. So there's your difference. Again, pretty even when you look at it. 9 kills to 13, so not a lot of offense. But we talked about how scrappy Trine's defense was. They had a lot of second chances, and the Bulldog libero, I mean, he was picking up second balls left and right to give him another chance to attack. So
be interesting to see how this final set turns out, to see, Adrian College gets the first point there. It'll be interesting to see if Adrian, comes back with some fire and comes back to win this third set or fourth set, or, they're just ready to go home after, a rough day. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. As right now, back to serve, Samuel Williams, 1-0 Bulldogs in this fourth and possibly deciding set. Serve goes into the net. Point goes to Trine.
Yeah, and there hasn't been any big momentum plays on either side. You know, that's one thing that will set a tempo for a game, and we haven't seen any over-the-top aces or kills in a couple plays.
And outside, hit the ref. Outside of the end of set plays, no one's really controlled the lead throughout an entire set at all. It's been kind of back and forth up until about the final 5 points.
Yeah, and then they switch who's in the lead and switch back.
Yeah, as Trine right now trailing 2-1. It's a big hit on the outside. Great hustle from Adrian College's Williams, and the point's going to go to Trine. All evened up at 2. Now checking in for the Thunder. It looks like number 4, Nate Unsicker, checking in to serve. Another freshman out there playing. 2-2. There's a great shot from Hoyer as he gets the point. That one was not really blockable, I don't think.
No, he put that one right through.
Now in for the Bulldogs is Tedrick Gula. Wenz back to serve. And it is in play. Set up nicely for Trine, but too much on it on the outside there for Matt Stillman. Point goes to the Bulldogs. Wenz back to serve. 3-2 is the score. And it's in play. Set up by Monday. Ball's popped in the air. Good opportunity for the Bulldogs. Set on the outside for Hoyer. Nothing there. Good block coming from Adrian College. I guess it was probably into the net. Point goes to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we haven't seen a ton of back row attacks out of either side, so.
One serve is short. Now the set on the outside for Hoyer. That one's going to be blocked.
All three were sitting there for that one, so.
Makes the score 5-3. Adrian College out on top. Serve on the way coming from Trine. Hoyer unable to get the kill. Good defense. Oh, it goes out of bounds. That looked like a good opportunity for the Bulldogs, but it bounces Trine's way.
Just short.
Now serving for Trine, Dominic Sains. Good dig in the back row for Trine. Monday just has to hit it over, but now they set up the hit. Still in play, just not quite making it. Good hustle on the backside for Adrian College. Point goes to Trine.
Yeah, I mean, it's not pretty right now on either side of the net, and it's who can handle.
Yeah. Scrambling around right now.
Mm-hmm.
Serve on the way, into the net, right on cue. As point goes to the Bulldogs. Now back to serve for Adrian College is the setter. That is Andrew Galwers. 6-5. Lefty puts it in play. That one goes into the net by Dixon. Point goes to Adrian, 7-5. Galwers will be back, serving again for the Bulldogs. Waiting for a shoe tie here for Hoyer. And that's going to be out of bounds, just a little strong. Just a little strong there. So again, my name is Jay Hanna. I'm joined by Jenny Carlson with AC Alumni and Development. So AC alum, you're starting to get deal with some of these former men's volleyball players. What has it been like trying to recruit alumni to get back and help on campus with COVID going on?
You know, we haven't done a lot of events lately because just for the safety. I mean, a lot of people still aren't comfortable. Our big event that we do in March is actually go down to Florida for a Tiger Spring Training game. This would have been our 39th year doing it. It was a little late that the Tigers finally finalized everything, but they were a go, so we called a handful of people to see what the thoughts were. And one couple that's been going forever were so excited, and they were like, if we can get the vaccine by then, we will be there. And other ones were like, we will not be coming. So I mean, it's mixed right now. I feel one big push I have with everyone is to update your contact information. You know, we try to reach people on all different social media sites, through emails, through mailers, but if we don't have correct information, you know, then you might miss out on some of that. So I'm looking forward to being post-COVID and, you know, creating a new norm out of my office. So.
Yep, I've been back there in your office. You're in your kind of own little coop back there in the admissions or administrative building. And so, that we're all going through the same struggles, it feels like. You know, you start to see that little light at the tunnel as we continue on, but just never really sure when everything's going to get back to normal. So, but while we were talking, Adrian College went on a bit of a run. Scores 11-7 now. Bulldogs on top. Trine hits it over the net. Now the setup nice for Wenz, and he gets the kill. 12-7.
Yes. And that's a great setup, right? A free ball from Trine in system on the Bulldogs side, and then we're able to create a kill. You know, when you're in system, you want to set your middle as much as possible to create the one-on-one blocks. You want to move the ball around, and when you are in system, you can have all three attackers going at once. So
the score's 12-7 as Trine's forced to take a timeout, and we had kind of mentioned the sacrifice some of these kids have made, and now getting into league season as we start to see the volleyball teams play, the football teams play. It's going to start being pretty busy on campus, and you can just hope that things start opening up a little bit more. You start to get a little fans in here. There was a little bit of a stretch where there were some fans coming to basketball games. There's some fans coming to hockey games, but we'll continue to bring the broadcast to everyone that's maybe, you know, a long way away or however it might work. I think we did 6-7 games just this weekend alone, and so we got plenty of good students that are along for the ride, and sometimes the boss has to start doing some games, so that's what I'm doing here. And thank you to Bailey, our director, Jenny, for coming in on her free day off here to help out.
Yeah, I love watching volleyball, and so this is fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. 12-7 here. Bulldogs with the lead, trying to force a fifth and final set after losing the first match to Trine today, 3-0. Now back serving, Tidrik Gula. That one's going to be too strong from Trine. Makes the lead 6 now for Adrian College.
Yeah, and you want to see what's going to happen here for the Bulldogs. We reversed our call. Did we call a touch?
I guess so. 12-8. I was about to say that was probably the biggest lead for Adrian College so far today. Now it's shrunk down to 4 as Monday's serve in play.
Great swing. That was in system, fast.
As Wenz gets the point for Adrian. Now we're going to get a sub checking in to serve Samuel Williams. The freshman from Hapler, New Zealand. Another place that sounds beautiful right about now. Now the set for Trine on the outside.
Another
Great
good dig.
recovery. And it's going to be just out. Good try from Curley.
Curley loves that corner.
He does.
Curley loves that line shot. Just missed it by a little bit.
13-9 now. As back serving for the Trine Thunder is Parker Beal. Good strong serve into the back row. Set up to the outside for Curley. And that one's going to be long as well. No, they're going to say it was tipped.
Got the touch.
Point goes to Adrian College.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think he was ready for that.
He didn't think there was a touch either. Not happy.
Ball in play from the serve from Curley. Trine puts in 14-9. Adrian out on top.
Another
Kill
great
for Wenz.
swing.
Getting closer and closer to that fifth and final set. 15-9 now. Adrian College on top. Substitute coming in for Trine. That is Ted Hoffmeister. I think this might be some of his first action from Powell, Ohio. Serve now in play. Set up by Monday to the outside.
Good touch.
Great hustle from Adrian.
A great shot. I mean, they're out of system over there and caught him off guard.
Yep, point goes to Adrian now. They're up 16-9 as they've started trying to take control of this fourth set.
Yep, they're playing with that consistent energy again. It's not too high, not too low, just consistent, working through each point.
Set on the outside. That was Hoffmeister with the hit. Now Adrian with another opportunity. Hoyer with the kill. 17-9.
This is exciting offense. We haven't seen this consistently yet from Adrian, and it's definitely between Wentz and Chase. We're definitely seeing back-to-back kills, and that's what this team needs. That'll build momentum.
Now checking in for Trine, number 1, Ethan Howard, sophomore. Seeing pretty much his first action as well, I believe, today. Trying to get a few subs in. As a nice little kill on the outside from Hoffmeister. Now checking back in for Trine, number 4, Nate Unsicker, as well as number 18, Matt Stillman. And it'll be Unsicker that will be getting the serve. 17-10, Adrian College with the lead. Serve from Unsicker is in play. Kind of a little knuckleball there. Shot blocked. And that's going to go to Adrian College. Point goes to Wenz.
Yeah, way to stay active with that. You know, ball went over. It was blocked. He followed the ball and tracked it again and was able to help with pushing the ball back on the other side.
So Wenz will serve it away. Trine seems to think it hit the stick, the antenna, and that's what they're going to say. A little talking back and forth between Adrian and Trine on that one.
I mean, I heard something, so.
Comes a serve from Hoffmeister, is in play. Set on the outside for Hoyer. Good play, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds off Trine.
The net has worked in the favor of the Bulldogs.
Checking back in for Adrian Colby Miller. Serve coming from Garish. And it's going to be way too strong. Point going to Trine, and if Trine's going to make a run, this is pretty much it right here. 19-12, they trail.
Yep.
Alex Manelli now in for Trine to serve. And the Thunder serve goes into the net. Point goes to Adrian College, now 20-12.
Yeah, and this is where Adrian, hopefully we'll see a couple points put together here.
And Hoyer's serve goes off the net and lands in play. It's almost like he's planning it at this point.
He is. The net is his friend right now.
21-12 now. Bulldogs making a nice comeback in this matchup after losing the first set, first match, 3 sets to none, and losing the first set of this contest. 21-13 now. Trine earns the point, earns the serve back with the point. Stillman will serve it away. In play.
Another good ball out of.
Curley's shot is blocked. Still at playing here, and we're going to get a point going to Adrian. Trine must have hit the net.
Yep, Trine was in the net. It's always crazy when there's so much action happening on the other side, and it's like, wait, what'd you call it on? Because we were being scrappy for the Bulldogs over here, so.
22-13, Adrian. The setup, the outside. That one's going to be short.
Good hustle.
Wenz, ball received by Trine. Now a perfect opportunity for Adrian College. A setup to the outside, and it's going to go into the net. Point going to Trine, 22-14.
Which at this point, you know, it is being aggressive. It's an okay miss right now. At least it wasn't wide and out of bounds. And
serve from Monday. A lot stronger than what he's been doing all day.
Yes.
That one's going to be hit, kill for Wenz.
And Wenz has been breaking the block pretty easy on these last couple swings.
Yeah, especially this set. Now back to serve is Williams.
He's had 11 kills for this match so far.
Good serve from Samuel Williams, but a good receive. Now Adrian College with the opportunity on the outside for Curley, and that's going to be a long. Point going to Trine. 23-15 now. Adrian, you just trying to get force that fifth and final set.
Yep, just got to clean up a couple more points and go from there. So, I mean, if they're in control right here, a kill gives them the serve back, and we'll be set up for match or set point.
Serve on the way for Trine. Wenz. Great recovery there for Trine.
Great dig.
Curley shot, tipped. Fight at the net.
The second ball.
Good job by Curley in that corner.
Yep, in that corner he does. I mean, he has great placement in the one zone.
24-15. Adrian College serving for the set to force the fifth and final set. There's Curley's serve. It's in play. Set on the outside for Trine.
Oh.
Now there's Hoyer's tip is in, and that'll be set win for the Bulldogs. And we got 15 more points to go to see who will win the second matchup. Trine won the first one 3-0. Go ahead and take a timeout here. This is our coverage of men's volleyball on Adrian College TV.
Want to see the Adrian College Outdoor Performance Band in action? The band performed on Adrian College TV, and you can watch the stream again anytime, anywhere. Professional audio technician Christopher Momini beautifully captured the event, and you can listen to the entire performance now. Visit Adrian College TV on YouTube to listen to the concert. Did you miss Constitution Day? The George W. Romney Institute for Law and Public Policy presented the annual Philip J. Perkowski Constitution Day Address on Adrian College TV this year.
His presentation, based on his extensive experience in the courtroom, promises to be revealing and thought-provoking. It's called Making the Words Matter, How All of Us, not just the courts, can fulfill the promise of the Constitution. Please join me in welcoming Brett DeGroff.
Using the arc of the moral universe quote too loosely carries with it a danger of magical thinking. Technically, we couldn't have expected the Constitution to do anything about it earlier. It was perfectly legal under the Constitution up to that point. The real action in this area is going to happen at the local level, in cities and in townships, because city and township governments fund and supervise police departments.
You can watch his revealing and thought-provoking speech now on Adrian College TV.
Looking to continue your athletic career while also pursuing your educational career? Adrian College houses dozens of varsity and club programs right here on campus, along with 77 undergraduate degrees and 47 majors. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Welcome back to the Maryland Sport and Fitness Center. One more set of action today on our live coverage of Adrian College men's volleyball as the Trine Thunder and Adrian College Bulldogs are tied 2 sets apiece here in the second contest of the day. Trine winning the first one 3-0. So Adrian putting up a fight when they could have kind of just packed it up and went home for the day. They're getting ready to go here in this final set, and it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top.
I mean, you know, everyone on the court right now is tired. It's not even a question. When you're in a normal match that goes to 5 sets, you definitely see fatigue by the 5th set, but we're going into the 8th set right now, so.
Plenty of legs being iced after this one.
And probably, hopefully, no practice tomorrow.
Yeah, and both teams don't play again until Saturday, so I would bet a nice little easy day, maybe even an easy 2 days here coming up for these two teams. So.
Yeah, I'm excited for Saturday's match.
Siena Heights and Adrian College, crosstown rivals. You
It's
have a
always
little
fun one.
You have an allegiance to both.
I absolutely do.
So out on the floor for the Bulldogs right now is Kevin Curley along with Shane Wenz, Andrew Garris. Also out on there is the libero Jacob Rembulat. Well, he just checked out, so checking in is Tedrick Gula. And lastly, Colby Miller. Out there for Trine, have the senior, number 6, Hunter Monday.
First couple points are going to be important just to start the tempo of the game.
As the first serve goes out of bounds. In libero is Hunter Haas for Trine as he just checks out, checking back in. Dan Boren now serving, number 18, Matt Stillman. Like we said, here in the 5th set, it's the 15 instead of 25 to decide the winner.
Sometimes the 5th set goes really fast, and sometimes it is absolutely point for point.
Yeah. 1-0 right now, Trine out on top. The ball still in play. Good hustle by Monday to get that one. Good job hanging the air by the Bulldogs. Now we're still going back and forth here. One shot is received. Set up nicely. Just a quick little tip by the Bulldogs. 1-0 Trine. Beal shot tipped at the net. And I think we're getting a double hit there on that one.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he really didn't have a good position. I mean, the ball was coming at a weird angle. He was kind of falling back, so he really gave it his best chance he could there.
So now the Thunder up 2-0 with the serve. Good strong serve. Set up at the net for Curley.
Let's see who's going to win this.
And this one's going to be point going to Trine.
Bulldogs.
No, Bulldogs, because Trine was in the net.
Yep.
No.
Oh, we're going to over.
Coach did not like that one.
No.
3-0 Trine.
All right, it's time to answer back on this. With the 5th set, we'll definitely be looking for a timeout here if the Bulldogs aren't able to.
Wenz hits it into the net. 4-0 Trine.
I like the setter taking some initiative in the leadership and trying to calm everybody down and talk about what they want to run right now.
Serve goes into the net for Trine. That's a big one. As now checking in to serve Samuel Williams for Adrian College. And this is, I mean, Adrian's played a 5th set this year already. Trine is not. So this is the first time that they've been in this kind of, close situation like this. Adrian College lost their lone 5th set matchup to North Park in their first contest of the year.
Cross.
Set on the inside. Good
Great
spike
swing
by Curley. Good dig out by the libero. Great hustle on both sides on this play. Unable to get it across his Wenz. That makes it 5-1 Trine.
Yeah, it just was not a great angle for him.
So heading back to serve will be the senior setter, Hunter Monday, 6'1" out of Beech Grove, Indiana, Lutheran High School. Set up for Wenz, and that's going to be wide. Point going to Trine. 6-1.
Yeah, I think we need to be looking at a timeout here soon for the Bulldogs just to get them back. The composure, take a deep breath.
Monday serve over the net. Set up on the inside. Curley shot blocked. Good dig out by the setter. Back over to Curley. Now Trine in good shape here. On the outside for Beal, and that's going to be wide. Just wide. That would have been kind of a backbreaker there if that was in play.
If that would have been in, that was a nice swing.
6-2 now, Adrian College trails with the ball. Serve on the way is in play. Set up on the outside. Dug out by the Bulldogs. Now to Hoyer. It's the first time Hoyer's really seen the ball in this fifth set, and he gets the kill.
That was a very smart shot by him. Out of system, knew the corner was open. We've seen Curley attack that corner quite a bit, and again, our libero has great placement with a second ball.
That's going to be an ace for Adrian College's Curley. 6-4. Bulldogs suddenly back in this one.
There's some new momentum with that, so let's see what they do with this next ball.
Serve is long, just out of play. Point goes to Trine. 7-4. Thunder with the lead in the serve. Back to serve now is Parker Beal, the first team all-conference player last year. That's just a freshman last year, sophomore this year. Serve in play.
Another great pass.
Hoyer shot blocked by Trine. Now Wenz, his shot is tipped.
Good tool.
And point goes to the Bulldogs. 7-5 now is the score in the fifth and final set. Serve coming from Wenz. Set up by Monday. On the outside by Dixon. Great block on the outside by Adrian College.
Great block. They closed that block and they put it right back down. There's the momentum swing. I mean, they're still down by one, but that's definitely what they need going into this next point.
And here's Wen's serve. It's in play.
Going right back at the outside.
And that's going to be long, and they're saying it was tipped, and they're going to give it to Trine.
You know, when the ball deflects and changes directions like that, you sometimes do have to assume there was some type of a touch.
Yeah, Coach Fitzpatrick didn't like that one either. 8-6 now, Trine with the lead and the serve. Back serving, Nate Unsicker. Serve over the net, and that looked like a double hit they got away with, but the shot is blocked in the inside by Dixon. 9-6 now, Trine 6 points away from a sweep of the Bulldogs today.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs can come back from this. I mean, this is still a winnable match for them.
Set up in the middle. On the outside for Hoyer, and his shot is going to be blocked. Another point for Trine. 10-6 score. Now it seems like Trine's got the momentum. Adrian College going to go ahead and call timeout. We'll go ahead and take a quick 30-second timeout as well. This will be our final timeout of the broadcast. This is our coverage of men's volleyball on Adrian College TV.
College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit AdrianBulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Welcome back to the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center for the conclusion of this broadcast between Adrian College and the Trine University Thunder. 10-6, Trine out on top in the fifth and final set. 5 points away from a sweep of the Bulldogs after Adrian College lost to Trine 3-0 in the first set. Trine trying to keep their undefeated season alive, all of them being in conference play. So serving now is Unsicker for Trine to the Bulldogs. Serve gets over the net, the set, the hit. Good block on the inside by Trine. Still live. Hoyer's shot is tipped, and that's going to be a point to the Bulldogs. Big one there for Adrian College.
That was a great decision by him. He had 3 blockers up. We've been setting him a lot, therefore the block is set on him. So to switch up the momentum on that and try and score instead of trying to hit another ball into the block was a great decision by him, and it was the one we needed.
Serve on the way here from Adrian. Set up at the net, and what are we going to call there? Adrian College with the point. Wasn't sure if somebody hit the net or not, but.
And Monday's not very happy with that, but there wasn't too much of over the net by Adrian. He wasn't there fast enough.
Another service error for Adrian College, kind of cripples their momentum a little bit there. 11-8, Trine now within 4. Back to serve for Trine, Dominic Sands. Serve is in play. The setup on the outside. Ball's going to be hitting the net. They're going to say it was blocked. Hoyer's shot is tipped. In play. The set from Monday in the middle. Big, strong save there on the backside by Adrian College. And now unable to capitalize as Parker Beal. Point goes to Adrian College. 11-9. They're within 2 and have the serve with Chase Hoyer back there to serve it to Trine. And the serve in play. Good, strong serve set up by Monday on the outside for Dixon. And we're going to say it was a carry on Monday. Point goes to Adrian College. 11-10. Close one going down the stretch here. Serve coming from Hoyer. Gets over the net. Set by Monday. Hit hard by Dixon. He got up. That was a perfect set and the big point that Trine needed. 12-10.
That was great tempo. Great swing. He put that right in between the block, which obviously we saw resulted in a kill.
Now back to serve, number 12, Eric Santiago Garcia. (12-10) score. Serve in play.
Great pass.
Set up on the outside, and that's going to be a point to Adrian College. Kill to Peyton Doling. So back and forth we go. It's still a 1-point game. And heading back to serve for Adrian College, number 17, Tedrick Gula, the junior. Serve in play. Set up on the outside. Perfectly set again as Beal gets the kill.
Beal wanted to make a statement with that swing.
There wasn't anything Adrian College could have done with that one.
That was a great swing. That's when you just say, great job, and on to the next serve.
13-11. Serve is going to be in play. Good serve from Trine. The setup on the outside. Tipped over. Good recovery by Trine. Now Adrian with an opportunity on the outside. Curly shot. Tipped at the net. Set up on the outside for Beal. Beal didn't get much of that one. So now Adrian with the opportunity on the outside. Curly hits it long, out of play. Point goes to Trine. 14-11 is the score. Match point here for the Thunder.
Yeah, you just want to take a deep breath here, right? Like, just play out each ball. Like, good pass, good set, take a good swing.
Set up for Curly. Shot's going to be in play. Point goes to the Bulldogs.
Just like that. I mean, they were composed. They were under control.
And so Adrian with the serve now trailing 14-12. Ball put in play on the outside. That one's going to be long, so now it's 14-13. Adrian can force a few more points here with the point here.
The game is not over when you hit 14. I mean, it should be. When you're trying and all you have to do is side out, it should absolutely be. But it is, you can fight back in this game.
And we're going to get a serve into the net, and that is how this one ends in a frustrating finish for the Bulldogs after they battled their way back in this one. And so Trine gets the sweep. They get the win over top of the Adrian College Bulldogs, who they had never beaten in program history. They get 2 of them today. And so Trine makes the trip and comes away victorious.
Yeah, great match. It really was a great match. I think, it's exciting probably for Trine because you're seeing a program that's starting to build, and they're, they have sophomores and some juniors, so you see the growth. And with the Bulldogs, I mean, you see them come together as well with a lot of freshmen, and that gives you a lot of hope too.
Well, Jenny, I appreciate you joining us for today. I hope to have you on for a few more broadcasts here for this volleyball season. Jenny Carlson with AC Alumni and Development. I hope you had a little bit of fun today.
I did. Thanks for having me.
For sure. That will do it for this coverage of Adrian College TV as the men's volleyball team falls to the Trine Thunder in 2 matches. Both of them, first one 3-0, second one 3-2. So again, be sure to tune in all week. Check our YouTube channel, Adrian College TV. Thanks again for tuning in.
Want to learn more about Adrian College Television? To find out more about ACTV, you can visit our website at adriancollege.tv. You can find direct links to our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and other social media platforms there. Bulldog students can submit a request to become an announcer for ACTV. Fans can see press releases about upcoming events and what's happening at the Media Production House. Visit adriancollege.tv for more. The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 9th, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Find themselves
something in between coast.
A
lot of new record. Adrian.edu.
The Carlton, a business center, and much more. A huge tub and the Adrian College Sports Network wants you to join us in thanking one of our sponsors, the Carlton Lodge of Adrian. The Carlton Lodge offers a comfortable and convenient lodging experience. Carlton has spacious rooms and suites, fit for a peaceful night's sleep. Their amenities include a hot tub and pool, a 24-hour fitness center, a business center, and much more. A huge thanks to Adrian College's choice of lodge.
Wait.
Now.
College sports.